She's jealous that you're thriving. She's jealous. Most women are in their unhealthy, toxic feminine. I talked about this in my masterclass that I had last week. The masterclass is still up and available for purchase. The recording is, you're literally going to feel like you're in the class. Okay. I spoke about how most women are in their unhealthy, toxic feminine while leaving the healthy masculine behind. I always talk to you guys, everybody, including the ladies. Masculine energy is not negative, okay? Okay? Masculine energy has been advertised as this negative, fighting, combative, aggressive energy is what it's being advertised as when it's on a woman. But in reality, you need your masculine energy, ladies, to stay balanced. And gentlemen, you need your masculine energy to stay balanced. You need your masculine energy to reach a goal. You need your masculine energy to have structure. You need masculine energy to have order. You need masculine energy to have emotional control. Most women are in their unhealthy, toxic feminine energy, which is why they do the wild things that they do, whether it's in social settings, in workplaces. They do the wild things that they do because 9 times out of 10, they are in their unhealthy, toxic feminine, and they have not even discovered their masculine energy and how to balance that correctly. It's all about balance, okay? Masculine and feminine, it's like a balance beam. You have to structure yourself and learn to balance both. And because she doesn't know how to do that, that's why she's jealous that you're thriving. One thing that I've noticed about jealous women who are envious at other women who are thriving is because they can't compete in the real world. They can only compete with male validation or with other women. You know that you are not thriving as a woman when you are competing with other women, but you're not competing in your real life. I compete for male validation, which is even worse, where a woman will know how to seduce a man, but do I move up the corporate ladder? Who do I need to shake hands with? Who do I need to meet with? They're not thinking about that. They're competing with you. Your outfit, your lashes, your dress, your car, your happy relationship. That's what they're focused on. They're not focused on competing in the real world. So she's jealous you're thriving because you can compete in the real world while she can't. She can't compete in the real world. Oh no. She can only compete for male validation and she can only compete with other women. She can't compete in the real world. She wouldn't survive in the real world because her masculine energy is asleep. When your masculine energy is in hibernation mode, you can't get out there with the big dogs. You can't get in the fish tank with big fish and sharks. You can't. You won't survive. You can only compete at a petty level, which is competing over who hair looks better and going in the workplace and comparing your manicure to her manicure and trying to get her fired being petty like you're in high school. You can't compete in the real world. That serves you right. You're right. You're staying in the lane that you can compete in. You can't compete in the real world. You can't thrive in the real world. So you have to stick to the jealous, petty, toxic things that women do, because in the real world, you can't compete. You wouldn't survive. Because your masculine energy is dormant. When a woman's masculine energy is awakens, you don't have time for petty drama. Which is also why when a woman's masculine energy is awakened, when a woman's healthy masculine is awakened, you're honestly not even going to deal with other women like that. Because you know what it's going to come with. You know it's going to come with drama. It's going to come with he say, she say. It's going to come with jealousy, envy, smear campaigns. It's going to come with all type of nonsense that you rather not deal with. And women in their healthy masculine energy, I realize, don't deal with petty drama. If you are a woman and you still deal with that, your masculine energy is either dormant for the moment or in hibernation mode. Okay? Okay? I'm dropping gems right now. And a lot of this is in further detail in the Respect and Boundaries Masterclass, still available on my website. Now, when it comes to a woman in her healthy masculine, majority of the time. I'm going to name some certain examples. Beyonce, one of my favorite examples of healthy masculine energy. Notice how she's rarely involved in any drama. It's always, I'm going to drop a hair care line. I'm going on tour. I'm going to drop a whiskey line. I'm going to drop this line. I'm going to go on tour. I'm working on a new album. It's work, 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 work. Rarely is she involved in some type of online, drama, Twitter finger drama. She is majority of the time operating in her healthy masculine energy. That's why she's so successful. And she's thriving. She has sealed her position. Okay? You can't compete in the real world when you're jealous of other women who are thriving. If you're jealous of other women who are thriving, that means you're not thriving. I had a young lady. You see, I'm not going to share too much of this. You guys, I'm going to send out the link for my private podcast subscription by the end of the week. So again, I don't have to feel restricted on what I share on here. Because I know if someone is going to subscribe to my private podcast, that means that they genuinely want to get to the juicy, nitty-gritty, real stuff, and they really are serious, because I got a lot of knowledge to give. Sharing knowledge and wisdom is how I share my love and show my love for you guys. Let me tell you, I had a young lady, and you see what? It's so funny because a lot of you ladies don't understand how many women actually envy the fact that you are not fully reliant on a man. Now, I am not preaching the strong black woman narrative. No, okay? I'll never preach that. But I'm just saying, you'll be surprised how many women are walking around with Gucci bags, red bottoms, driving nice cars, all because of their husband. And when they meet you and you are actually stabilized and developing something, or you're a career woman, or you have your own business, they're envious and jealous of you, and you can't understand why. You're thinking in your mind, wait a minute, this person has it all. They're in better positions than me, more money, more bags, more purses, more shoes. Why does she hate me? Or is it just me? Why does she hate me? Because you're thriving. You as a woman, you cannot get the rug you can't get the rug pulled from under your foot, because you're not relying on another person for your resources. You're actually thriving. She sees you as thriving compared to her. We see this all the time. We see this on reality TV where, it'll be a reality show and one of the women is married to a super rich man, and another girl comes on the show who's super stabilized in her life, and the girl's jealous of the stabilized girl. They envy the fact that you can survive in the real world and they can't. They have to be on their back in order to survive. Their masculine energy isn't structured enough to create a life where they are still stabilized and their bills can still be paid and they can still survive without being at the mercies of a man. That's what they envy. I had a young lady who was appearing as though she was living the dream life, okay? This woman had every designer, Gucci bag, red bottom, YSL shoes, Chanel, everything you could think of, like the cars, the trips, everything you could think of. And when this woman met me, it's like I triggered every trigger that she had in her body. Every single trigger. And in my head, I'm like, wait a minute. You're the one that has 50 pairs of Louis Vuittons. You're the one that has 10 Chanel bags. You're the one that gets to not work. So why are you mad at me? Oh, all right. I get it now. You envy the fact that I'm thriving. You envy the fact that I can survive on my own. You envy the hustle. You envy the fact that I can do as I please and I'm not at the mercies of someone else. Because when I get thrown into the real world, I can survive. You can't. You can't survive in the real world. You have to be under his wing. You don't have the skill, right? The toxic feminine energy is at such a high level in you that you wouldn't have the structure, focus, and order to actually stand on your own 2 feet. That's what you envy. Jealous of you because you're thriving. You actually like and respect yourself while she doesn't like herself. You know, a lot of women, you will realize, oh my God, like I'm happy, I'm laughing, I'm having a good time at work, I'm happy, I'm laughing at this party, I'm taking pictures, I'm taking, Instagram stories with my family friends, smiling, having a, mimosa, having a good time. And there's a girl staring at you from across the bar, like she wants to hop over the bar to come and attack you. And you're thinking to yourself, why is this girl staring at me that way? Like, why is she mad that I'm just having a good time? Because she doesn't like herself. And she's not happy in her life. So seeing you happy and laughing, it's a trigger for her because she cannot stand herself. Straight up dislikes herself. And you are a reflection of what's lacking in her life. So what she's going to try to do is she sees that smile on your face, she's going to try to turn that smile into a frown. Instead of looking at herself and say, wow, this person's happiness is really triggering me right now. Maybe I need to fix my life. Maybe I need to do something. No, I'm going to put misdirected anger. You're doing the work that she refuses to do. Therefore, she's going to misdirect her anger towards you. It's just like women who know that their man is cheating on them with several other women. And they will beat up the side chick in 5 seconds, but will go and cuddle up under her cheating husband and cry, why are you cheating on me? And in the minute she sees the side chick at Macy's, she's ready to pounce. That's people who think backward. Those are women who they're still in their toxic feminine. They have not ascended. You do not address another man. You don't address another woman for what a man is doing. You're telling me that you're going to address a woman for what your man doing? Are you serious? Huh. Imagine living your life in that type of state of mind, where you are addressing other women for what your man's doing. And you are quick to beat up and get in physical altercations, but you're going to be right up under him the next day. Lack of growth. Spiritual, mental, emotional. No growth. Instead, you should actually try to meet up with that woman and sit down and say, what is he doing? Like, is he messing with you? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm not mad at you. He's a man. He probably lied to you. You know how they go. But I just want to get some clarity between me and you before I know what decision. Instead, you want to attack her. She's jealous you're thriving. You're doing the work that she refuses to do. Therefore, she has misdirected anger. That's why the lady keeps bothering you at the workplace. She's mad that she didn't take her chances in life. She's mad that she didn't go for the heights of her life. She's upset that she didn't take risks like you are taking. And so she's going to misdirect that anger at you and make you responsible for what she lacks. Which is also a form of toxic feminine energy, not taking responsibility. Masculine energy is accountable. Masculine energy takes responsibility. Masculine energy gets to the nitty-gritty of the problem and finds a solution. Toxic feminine energy is always remaining hopeless and helpless all the time. hopeless and helpless all the time, constantly projecting and misdirecting their anger. Instead of looking within and saying, I'm upset because I stayed in this situation for too long. I did this too long. That man was cheating 24/7, but instead of leaving him, I was fighting the side chicks and sending emails to the side chicks and getting a private investigator to follow the side chick, obsessing over the side chick. And he still dogged me out after that. Now you're going to meet other women who have boundaries. You're going to meet other women who are in healthy relationships. You're going to meet other women who have self-respect, and you're going to hate them because you lacked it at some point in your life. Misdirected anger. And then, she's jealous you're thriving because you actually go for quality and you're not a pick-me-sha. You ever meet those women who are like in relationships or they're married and they try to make every single woman that's not married and not in a relationship feel low, even though they know that the guy that they're with is absolutely terrible, but they're using that as leverage to feel like they're above you in some way? They actually envy the fact that you have boundaries and you didn't run and settle with a negative situation like they did. Again, misdirected anger. You want quality. They didn't care to pick quality. They just wanted to get with someone to rub it in people's face. And now they're unhappy. And you have a beautiful, wonderful life. You're happy. You're healthy. You have a wonderful dating life. You have your boundaries up. You're shooting for the best. And they envy you for that. She's jealous you're thriving because you conquered the bullying setups and smear campaigns that she created. She thought that by bullying you, setting you up, and creating smear campaigns, that was going to stop God's destiny for you. She thought that was going to alter the destiny that God has for you. That by bullying you, if I bully her enough, if I put her into a corner enough, if I spread enough lies about her, she will make a decision to quit. But guess what? You didn't do that. You're still here. And you're still thriving. And she doesn't understand that. How you didn't give up. Because she's weak. That's why she's doing those things. Only weak people do stuff like that. You're strong. And you conquered. And that is a problem for her. That is a problem for her. That's a problem for her. That is a problem for her. The dislike of you because the traps, multiple traps, multiple lies and schemes didn't work. She's jealous that you conquered. You're still standing firm. The attacks have failed. The need to have you hate yourself failed. If I show her enough hate, she'll start hating herself. That failed. She's jealous that you're thriving, and you will continue to thrive